This is part 3 of how to deal with defensiveness in your marriage. In part 1, we talked about why it's an issue and why you should treat it like a substance abuse issue. Part 2, we talk about you and how you need to have your own life. In part 3, let's talk about what defensiveness even is, why it's so harmful, and why, in my opinion, it leads to the death of a marriage, death by 1,000 cuts. Okay, so what is defensiveness? Defensiveness is when you go to your partner with a complaint. Remember I mentioned Gottman, he's a divorce researcher. This is a resource for you. Google defensiveness and what it looks like. This is important for you to learn and understand. But you need to understand from your point of view, criticism versus a complaint. Criticism is like, you're a piece of shit. Criticism is you're criticizing the person. Complaint is you're talking about behavior. Behavior is always in bounds. Behavior is always fair game. Behavior and lack of behavior, words or lack of words. When we think about defensiveness and when it comes up in a marriage, a lot of times it comes up around household tasks, it comes up around money, it comes up around kind of an unequal balance of labor around the home with the kids. That's when it comes up. It can also come up with the emotional, sexual intimacy part of things. A lot of times when I've talked with people, sexual intimacy isn't really touched by this issue, and that's a boundary issue that we'll get to at some point. But emotional intimacy is very affected by defensiveness because you go to your partner with a complaint. Remember, a complaint's about behavior, not a criticism. And you go to them, but they respond like it's a criticism. They respond in defense. They respond as if you're attacking them. They might bring up issues they have with you. Basically, the thing of how you know it's defensiveness, regardless of what they're saying, is if you leave feeling worse than you did when you approached them with the issue. And I think a lot of people, they're like, oh, people can go to their partners and just like deliver it in any type of way and their partner will respond well. Yeah. When you have a defensive partner, that's impossible, and you don't even know what that experience is like to go up to them with a normal problem. You're thinking about your delivery, you're thinking about the timing, you're thinking about all of these different factors. And sure, those matter, in a healthy relationship, like that's important things to consider the other person. But when you're spending all of your time doing that, and over the years, you find yourself over functioning, you find yourself feeling resentful, you find yourself feeling like something's wrong, but you don't know what it is. You feel like you can't trust that person. It's usually these little things that add up over time where you're just like, you're not sure if you and your partner are on the same page. And that's what defensiveness is. It's their reaction. It's maybe they're responding by logic. Maybe they're just constantly talking about how wrong you are about your delivery, but it's anything but compassion and curiosity for your experience.